This is the third episode of our Capitol Reef Adventure. Click on the card above to see the playlist of all prior videos if you haven't seen them already. It is now 7:06 a.m. and the battery is at 56%, and we're just barely getting a little bit of solar right now. It is 68 degrees and outside it is almost 45 degrees. The sun is just coming up and it's about to start hitting the trailer directly, and then the solar will increase dramatically. Hey girls, how did you sleep last night?
Great.
Yeah?
Except for the morning when it kept getting brighter and brighter.
That's what happens.
You slept great.
Good morning, James. Kids, what do you want to do today?
Eat breakfast here. Go down to the river. And eat breakfast and lunch and dinner.
We're going to go on more hikes today.
Oh no. I don't want to go. Short hikes.
You love going on hikes.
Short hikes.
Well, we always do short hikes.
No, I do long hikes.
First thing in the morning, the kids just come outside and start digging in the sand. They ate breakfast and then they just love playing in the sand. We're getting about 360 watts of solar right now, and it is 9 o'clock. We need to wash some clothes, so we got out our camping washing machine here, and the girls are loading it up with water from the river. Just doing some laundry while camping.
Yes, enough.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's put the lid on.
I need help doing it.
Whoa! Good job washing, Clara. We just have to crank this for 2 minutes, okay? Now Lydia's trying her hand at the cranking. Go, Lydia! Cranking it on turbo.
I'm washing shorts because I have no shorts. Because all of them stink.
You got them all dirty.
I put wet shorts in the dirty clothes bag.
And now it's Lucy's turn. Alright, we're draining out our washing machine. So I'm going to undo the lid so it releases the pressure.
No!
When we first arrived, I had the Starlink dish right here, but it was getting too many obstructions. So I strung the cable out this way, and there's a lot more open sky over this way, because there's a big tree right here, and that's what was blocking it. So now the Starlink dish is over here, right down there in the bushes, and it's got a clear view of the northern sky. We're taking off for the day's adventures. We have our laundry out, drying while we're away. And we haven't yet gotten a picture in front of the Capitol Reef National Park sign right there. So we're gonna do that now and then continue on to Cassidy Arch. There is a big lizard. I'll bet you if he bit you that you'd feel it more. The drive from the park entrance sign to the Cassidy Arch Trailhead is 13.7 miles and takes roughly 30 minutes to drive, although it was probably less for us because the Grand Wash Road is gravel and Google always way overestimates how much time is spent driving on gravel roads, meaning typically in my experience gravel roads can be driven on way faster than Google estimates. We drove down the Grand Wash Road and we've found a parking spot here along the side of the road. Just around the corner that way is the parking lot, but it's already full, so this is where we're at, and we're glad we got here when we did because there's not a whole lot more parking left before the road gets narrow again, and there's a no parking sign on this side. Are you girls ready and excited for the Cassidy Arch hike?
Yeah. Lucy says Mom's gonna wear her backpack. And I gotta wear this.
You're gonna wear? Are you gonna carry James in that?
Yep.
All right, let's see it. Are you ready and excited? All right.
She lost her voice.
Are you ready to go hiking, girls?
Yeah.
Look at Lucy carrying James. We'll see how long she lasts. All right, Lucy's done carrying James and the truck is right there. We made it to the parking lot and this is how full it is at the moment. It looks like someone just barely left, so there's a spot over here on the left now. That's kind of the nature of these trailheads, parking lots. There's always people coming and going. Girls, look at the cool rock face with all the holes in it. The girls never found a rocky area that they didn't want to just climb on immediately. All right, I'm gonna take a picture. Narrows is a 1.3 mile hike, but we're doing the Cassidy Arch Trail, which is showing us being 0.3 miles. You guys didn't get far down the trail before you found another thing to climb on. All right, girls, let's keep going. We have a long ways to hike. Girls, what did you find?
A big hole.
All right, let's keep hiking. We want to get to the arch if we can, Cassidy Arch. Here is the Cassidy Arch Trail. We'll see if we can do it. We'll get as far as we can in any case. The Cassidy Arch hike is only 1.7 miles one way, which is not terribly long for us, but it is a very exposed trail to the sun if you hike it in hot weather. Luckily, it was a relatively cool spring day for us. It is also a fair amount of elevation gain. The elevation change from the trailhead to the arch is 491 feet over that 1.7 miles. So be prepared to hike uphill and climb lots of steps cut out of the rock. Hey Clara, good job hiking. Down below there is the wash where we began, and we've come up this far so far. How are you doing, Lydia? Doing great? All right, let's keep going. It's a lot of stepping up, huh? They have a lot of built-in steps, naturally occurring, artificially attained steps, but it definitely is a lot of climbing. Hey, James. Look at all these steps. Yeah.
We are very high.
Yeah. Look at that. We're right above the parking lot. What do you think of the Cassidy Arch Trail so far, girls?
I like it.
It's hot.
I like walking on the rocks.
Yeah, better than sand.
Yeah.
Sand gets in my shoes.
Yep.
The trail yesterday was very, very sandy the whole way. It was all a wash. And this is all climbing up rocky cliffs. So you can see some people that are up the trail a bit right there. And then farther up, there's some people over there as well. And Cassidy Arch is not visible yet. We are now at a point along the trail where we can see our truck right here. So we didn't have to park too far away from the trailhead. And now we've come up all this way. And if we come around over this way, we can see the road that we drove in on down here. And Cassidy Arch is right there. You can't tell very well that it is an arch from this perspective, but it is. Lucy, did you see the arch when we came around the last big corner?
Yeah.
You saw the arch in the distance?
Yeah.
That's where we're headed. That's our end destination. We have another half a mile to Cassidy Arch, which frankly it looked a lot closer than that. Are you girls dying?
We've been hiking for 5 seconds.
I'm just waiting for you guys. We have not been hiking.
Since our last break, yeah.
If this was summertime, that rock would be scalding hot.
Yeah, you'd be burning your face.
Are we there yet, Lydia? Okay. Oh, I see it.
Right here.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is
Oh,
it?
look, Lydia. Right here.
That's it.
Yeah.
We made it.
We did. Good job. How was the hike, Lydia?
Good.
You made it, Clara.
And I'm gonna.
James, you made it.
Lucy made it. Mom was carrying him.
That's right. What did you think of the hike, Lucy? Right there is the turnoff for the Grand Wash and Cassidy Arch. And this is the view from up here on top of Cassidy Arch. And the actual arch is right here. What do you think of the arch, Lydia?
Cool.
It is really cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We got some family pictures here, and we went out on the arch over there, right onto the top of it. 10 plus years ago, I actually rappelled down that face right there and all the way down to the bottom, and then we canyoneered all the way out of the canyon back to where the cars are. And this is what it looks like. The whole rappel is about 145 feet probably. And this is the view in the other direction. That's where we're gonna be going. Oh, look at the snow coming down, it looks cool. We're heading back down to the parking lot. You excited, James? There's Cassidy Arch right there. And we've already come all the way.
So the Death Eaters were attacking Hogwarts, and then they went to attack Hagrid.
Hey, James!
And then one of them accidentally put a fire spill? Set Hagrid's cabin on fire.
And just like that, we're back to the parking lot. What did you think of Cassidy Arch, Lucy?
Cool.
Was it worth the effort?
Maybe a little.
Fair enough. We're gonna head back into Fruita now, and we're gonna eat lunch and maybe even get some cinnamon rolls if they still have any.
You're all the way on top of that. Can you guys believe you walked all the way up there?
5 feet tall.
Can you believe you walked all the way up there?
Yeah.
Can you even believe it?
We made it back to the truck. Yay. How was the hike, James? We're at the Gifford house, which we were just at yesterday, but the girls wanted another cinnamon roll, so we're gonna see if they have any left today.
Things are flattened. This one? Yeah. So big.
After that 3.4-mile hike, we ate our well-deserved lunch and cinnamon rolls at the Fruita Park, which has large grassy areas to hang out. Fruita is perhaps the most peaceful and quiet national park that I've ever been to, and the contrast of the green foliage and red rocks in the distance is really striking. We're exploring over here on the northern end of this park. They have a bridge, so we're going to go check it out. The giant trees here are just gorgeous and very nice to have their shade. It's a cool bridge, girls, huh?
Ontario.
This is the Marin Smith place, apparently.
Sectum Sempra. I said it to James. Ontario. Go kiss Clara. Give her an extra wet kiss, okay? He gave me an extra wet kiss.
We went scouting on roads to see where we might want to camp in the future, and we found that there is a cemetery here. This is the, I think, Notom Cemetery? I think if I saw that right. This is the view from out here, and I love the back side of the mountains over here. So on the other side of that is the Capitol Reef area. Right now we're on BLM land that is east of Capitol Reef. This headstone, it looks like, is for a child from 1892 to 1893, so 1 year old, sadly. And then coming over this way, this is 1883 to 1896. From what I can see, there's actually only 3 headstones in this whole cemetery, but you'll notice that these are really new. Nice, obviously not from that time. We found some pretty good areas that we might come boondocking in the future. One of them is down there in that wash, that direction, but it's a little bit sketchy with the trailer trying to turn around and being in loose sand, so some of those spots probably won't work, but we found a few that will, if we care to come back. The problem with this area is that it's pretty exposed. There's not a lot of trees or shade, so it would be very hot outside of the air-conditioned trailer. So this is where we are right now. You can see over here is Fruita, and you got Tori over here. And we've come down this road, and this is the road that's right near the sign for the Capitol Reef pullout. And so this is highway, it's a South Notom Road is what it's called. So we've driven up that road a ways, and so we're on the South Notom Cemetery Road. And then here's the actual Notom Cemetery. And the locations that I had considered camping in was over here, and there's another one across the river, and then actually this road that comes out over this way, this is another possible camping location. This is all BLM land. And we've made it back to our trailer, so let's check on the status of things. We did not leave a crock pot going, cooking dinner today. We're going to be just cooking that in the convection microwave oven. But the mini split was left on at 70, and it's currently 70.9 degrees inside, and outside it's 84.7 degrees. And the trailer battery is at 100%, which is what I expected, and our solar yield is currently 353, just enough to get us what the AC loads are. And right now it is 4:12 p.m. So we're gonna get dinner cooking, and it's going to start using some of this excess electricity that the solar panels could produce right now. They just can't because the batteries are full. I have started cooking our dinner, which is going to be enchiladas, and we're cooking that at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. Looking here at the energy screen for the trailer, we're now generating 1488 watts. And you can see the battery is now being discharged at 769 watts. And the AC loads is nearly 2000 watts. And this is on the convection setting right here, so it's just blowing hot air out of a vent that is on the side of the microwave over there. It's not actually using the microwave function for this particular cook. Now, as a side note, the L1 inverter is capable of 2400 watts. Well, both of them are. So this one right here is at 1700 watts, which means there's only another 700 watts available of output from that inverter before it starts to overload. The water heater, though, it consumes about 1200 watts when it turns on, and it is on the L1 inverter. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off so that it doesn't happen to come on while this is cooking. Now, normally I wouldn't really worry about it, but because this is going to be going on for 25 minutes, the chances of the water heater coming on while this is pulling a lot of energy is higher. So I can just go ahead and turn this off, and the water heater stays hot for many hours anyway. Right now it is 5:08 p.m. and so this amount of solar right here is the maximum amount of solar that we're able to get this time of day here at the beginning of May, and it's sunny outside right now. The enchiladas are done, and the energy ended up being at 92% on the battery. Now obviously we had other electrical loads at the same time, and it ended up baking for more like 45 minutes rather than just 25. This is the Victron monitoring portal that shows the trailer's electrical system throughout that day. This blue line shows the state of charge of the battery bank throughout the day, and then the red columns are showing the energy consumption from the inverters for AC power, and the orange columns are showing the solar production from the solar panels. And so you can see here we start out the beginning of the day and the battery is at 82%. That's at midnight. And then we continue on throughout the morning. You can see it drops down and drops to as low as 50%. And then we have a little bit of a slow lag in the morning because of the tree shading the trailer panels in the morning. But then once that shading stops, then the solar panels really produce to their maximum and quickly filled up the battery. And it looks like by about 1 o'clock the battery was full and stayed full for many hours throughout the afternoon. And the air conditioning was left on, so that's where this energy consumption continues throughout the afternoon. So this gives you a pretty good idea at the middle of the day how much energy the mini split was pulling to cool the trailer at 70 degrees when the external temperatures were around 84 degrees Fahrenheit and full sun. And then here we get back, and that's where I'm cooking in the convection microwave, the enchiladas. So that used a lot of energy and was on for nearly an hour. So that pulled down the battery nicely. And then the battery still continued to get a little bit of energy pulled from it throughout the evening. As we lived in the trailer, we were charging devices and whatnot. So the battery ended the day at 78%. And our consumption for the whole day was 7.7 kilowatt hours, and the solar production was 10 kilowatt hours.
And Clara promised to try and stand on her feet as many times as the grandfather wished, for she was immensely delighted to take this journey up to the beautiful goat pasture. In reply, Peter growled like an angry bear. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying our campsite before going to bed. In our next video, we check out Sunset and Goosenecks Point, as well as the Riverside Trail right behind the Visitor Center. Click on the card above to jump to episode 4. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.